Okay, we're here with the legend for MMA, Bas Rutten.
Hey.
Hey, how you think about the new MMA we see when you start to fight to now?
Well, now finally people start fighting like I used to do. Knock people out or submit them. You know, have like an equal balanced things. 13 submissions. I have actually more submission victories on my resume than knockouts, and 12 knockouts. You see, that's what people nowadays also do. And nowadays what I'm also happy about also is that everybody is, not everybody, a lot of people have stamina, you know, and so they can go the distance. I think for a fighter to run out of gas is something that's unacceptable. I can't stand it. You know, it's your job. Go run an extra hill, but you can't run out of gas.
I know it's your job, but I remember when you fight, you have a lot of fun. I think this makes a big difference in your gas in your job too.
Of course, you know, and a high energy guy also. Whatever I do, if I talk, I'm already burning calories, you know. And but yeah, I always saw the fun in fighting, and I think that's a lot of guys. They're too serious. They go to a fight totally stressed out, you know. And if you're stressed, your mind is stressed, and if your mind is stressed, well, you can't focus, you can't perform. So the more relaxed you are, and the more you don't give a shit, so to say, the better it is.
Okay, now you have a new thing going on TV. Is Disney Channel?
On Cartoon Network. I'm on Cartoon Network. I'm the new fitness guru for Cartoon Network. I'm going to do an anti-bullying campaign. That's going to be a lot of fun. You watch. I'm going to teach kids how to prevent bullying. It's not going to be by fighting because I don't think that the parents are going to like it. But no, I'm doing that together, of course, with our show, Inside MMA. We're already doing it now for 3 years. We have the hottest show on HDNet. It's going really good. People really seem to like it. We came out for a few awards already. So let's see if we can grab some of these awards and then go all the way to the top. Just like Tony Montana says, all the way to the top. The world is yours. Remember that?
Yeah. Okay, look, I remember a funny story. One time we come back from Pride inside the bus.
Oh, I took the microphone.
And you put your face out the bus and say, I hate Japanese people. My name is Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Can you go with another one, similar stories?
Oh, I did everything. You know, all the people in Pride knew me because they all wanted to be on the same bus as I was. Because I would grab the microphone, I would do imitations, like the Tony Montana imitation we all do, and we sing stories, we crack jokes, and we got the biggest balls contest, and I got like the craziest contest on a bus. Who can drink the most? And of course, at that time, I was always doing it for them. But that's been more than 3 years ago. I actually realized yesterday my BlackBerry went off, and I look and it says 3 years ago, 2007, I stopped drinking. So that did a lot good for me, by the way, because since then I nailed the TV show, I nailed all the stuff. So kids at home, don't drink. Party, but with moderation. I thought I would never say this in my life, trust me.
You are very inside the MMA.
Yeah.
You are inside the MMA.
That's it, I'm right inside
the MMA. So, what's the new generation, like the talents you like to see fight? Like somebody having fun and can think, oh, that kid have future.
Well, today the first fight of the night with AJ Matthews. You know, I don't know if they broadcasted it, but that guy, I think that's like a future champion. That guy had a lot of talent. You know, can knock people out, can submit people, had a lot of stamina. I like that. It's 22 years old. Rory McDonald, this is this new kid coming from Canada. He lost in the WEC, or was it it was the WEC. He lost, but he's 20 years old, and he won the whole fight. He just at the end, you know, he got a little tired, but I think that guy's going to be a future champion. We see John Jones coming in now. You know, very young, just destroying guys. Those guys I really enjoy watching growing up. And why? Because they can knock people out, they can submit people, the same thing that I said before, and they got a whole tank full of gas.
Okay, United States, Canada, and Brazil, like is the big potence from MMA, Japan too. In Europe, what do you think there now? Like, where's the country you think coming good MMA fighters besides Russians and?
No, I think that right now America is doing really good. But that's also because of a lot of the great Brazilian coaches we got over here also, you know. So I think that helps, of course. But everybody starts to understand the game. And in mixed martial arts, it's just the biggest in this country. I know it's big in Brazil, but here it's insanely big. Here every show is sold out. Here they they have a minimum of 600,000 pay-per-view buys. You know, that is big. That's what I told Pride for a long time. I say, you got to get into Japan. No, we don't. Into America. No, we're good here. I said, no, the big money is America. That's where the people like it. Holland is coming up good now also. Finally, they're getting the ground game. Alistair Overeem, it's going to be a very hard guy to beat for everybody. You know, and Musashi, those guys are making a big splash now into the MMA world also.
Have a Mexican kid named Miguel Gutierrez. He have 4 submissions. He win 4 fights by submission.
Okay.
Another day interview him, hey, where you learn your jiu-jitsu? He said, oh, I learned in Bas Rutten book.
Yeah.
And he split the book with his friends, so he just have the photocopies, the Xerox. And he learned in your book. He submit 4 guys. How you feel? Like,
you know, that's awesome, man. But a lot of people don't understand. Like, I submit to everybody. You can ask all the big fighters I trained with. Randy Couture, Carlos Newton, Benji Radek, or Benji Radek, Genki Sudo, whoever. You know, ask what I did to them on the ground. You know, and I rolled with every top guy in the world. I'd never tapped in 11 years, not in training, not everywhere. You know, people don't know that I have a really good ground game. I came up with the Bas Rutten big DVDs of combat, and I got a phone call. It's BJ Penn. And he says, Bas, I'm watching your instructions right now. It's the best instructions I've ever seen. You see now, when things like that happen, and the story like you're telling me right now, then I know I did something good. And then people start to finally realize that I went in as a striker in mixed martial arts, but I came out as a submission specialist, and people still don't realize it. I have my fighters who train with me, they rather stand with me because they know I'm not going to knock them out, maybe to the body, but on the ground they have no chance because I'm just all over these guys, you know, and that I like, that's cool stuff.
and what's your favorite training partners when you train to fight?
You know, of course, I was always training in the early days with Marco Huas. You know, we had this whole club. We had try to do this. I did a Shark Tank with Oleg Tatarov, Pedro Hizo, Marco Huas, and Mark Kerr. Okay, now for all these guys, I have to fight a minute and a half, and then so that's 6-minute rounds, and then you got to do 7 rounds. Try to do that. That's a nice little Shark Tank, and they come to try to freaking kill you, right? That's really hard. So those were great training partners, and you can only get as good as your training partners are, right? I mean, they help you to push you.
Okay. And do you think you can fight again, or you really retire?
You know what? There's a little glimpse of light bulb somewhere building, because yesterday I heard somebody that they took his kneecaps out, they refurbished the kneecaps, put cartilage on them, and they put them back. And I didn't think that was possible. So now with me, I have no cartilage on my kneecaps, 0. It's bone on bone. It's very painful. But just walking stairs, I can't jump, I can't do anything. But if this is the case, they can get actually a kneecap from a cadaver, and if they can put it in my own tendon, because I can't use another tendon, then God knows. Because last time when I prepared for that last fight, I had 8 weeks of preparation, and I was partying for 3.5 years. That was the time I was still drinking, and God knows what else. and in 8 weeks, I did 7 rounds of 6 minutes, full flash. So I'm getting in shape really fast all the time. I got this amazing body. I'm very blessed with that. Only my kneecaps are bothering me.
So let's still inside MMA for now.
Yeah, I'm good with inside MMA. I'm doing a lot of other stuff. Guys, you're going to see a lot of Bas. There's going to be a lot of Bas on TV, and I work on some movie deals. And, you know, it takes a long time, and people always say, oh, we should have seen you sooner, because I say no to bad projects. You know, I said no to a lot of projects because I don't want to do it. It's got to fit. It's got to be comedy involved, because otherwise I'm not going to do it. I don't like to kick ass, shoot people. All that. I like to do that, but including comedy. You know, like Lethal Weapon, some fights like something like that. I would enjoy doing, but most of all, the most important thing for me is comedy. If I nail a sitcom, like a comedy sitcom, that will be my biggest wish.
Okay. On the footage for your show on Cartoon Network, how much Photoshop the guys use to show you, like dumping basketballs and do all that stuff?
Oh yeah, you noticed that, yeah. You know what? Actually, they put you on a wire and they throw you up, and you go all the way up, and like I'm playing tennis with Kornikova, but that's shot different. You know, it's not shot at the same time. When I throw the basketball at that famous basketball player, and I go alley-oop, and I throw it backwards. That's all CGI. That's all stuff that they put in later. But it's a lot of fun doing that stuff. I really enjoying that, and I got a lot of people when I go to the school to pick my kids up. The whole school is attacking me, all these little kids, because they watch me on Cartoon Network.
Oh, that's cool. So, a message for the kids watching in Cartoon Network.
The message for the ooh, you know, if you would have had asked that message a couple of years ago, I'd have probably it would have been a lot of flipping out. That's not anymore. You won't see pictures with middle fingers anymore either. You know, it's all nice and clean right now. You know, the biggest thing that I always say: treat people like you want to be treated. And if you live your way like that, you're gonna be a good person. And if that is with me, if I don't care if the president of the United States cuts in line, I'll grab him and I put him back in line. If the woman is 85 years old, I grab her, I put her back in line. I'm not discriminating, you know, not by age, not by status, not by nothing. If you do something wrong and I'm there, I will be the person who says it. If I'm in a movie theater or somebody's on the phone, I will be the first person to say, turn that phone off.
Okay, we're here with superhero Bas Rutten. Thank you, brother.
Very welcome. Great seeing you again.
See you too, brother.
All
Always
right.
great pleasure.
Godspeed, party on.